I swore I'd never touch Paralives again after this bug ruined everything for me. But here I am. In the last video I talked about how you can build from a real floor plans using the game's precise measurement tools. And since I don't want to be a hypocrite, I decided to follow my own advice. So today we are building a house based on a real home's floor plan. I'll show you the pictures and we'll see if Paralives can actually deliver this time. With that said, let's hop into the build. Directly from the start I want to say I use the floor plan in the foot and Paralives is in meters. So if you will ever try to recreate a floor plan, don't use the one which is measured in foot, otherwise you will need to manually recalculate as I did. And during the building I encountered directly at the beginning a major bug. I wanted to spin the roof and this happened. It just stuck. I could not delete it, I could not go back. I could not go to the live mode, I could not go to the build mode, I could not exit the game, I could not do anything. I was so frustrated, I was like, not again! I was ready to give up. Then magically, somehow, it unstuck and I could just proceed. Honest moment here, this is not my first attempt. I built the whole house actually before, encountered plenty of bugs. Unfortunately, none of it was recorded. I was so down, I thought this game is cursed for me. But I'm not a quitter, I decided to rebuild the whole thing again. Unfortunately, not all bugs are going to be shown, but don't you worry, there will be plenty of them. But I don't want to talk only about the negative stuff, like this game has a lot of positive, like this customization which I can do there. I was praising it already first time and it's amazing what you can do. On the other hand, what I'm missing here is the slotting, like you can slot the chairs as here now, but for example you cannot do the light. What is good though, you can totally customize the furniture in a way that everything matches. You just go into the color number, copy, paste, and you have exact matching set. Amazing! Also, there is really a lot of plenty decorations which you will see me using across the whole build. I also love the kitchen that you can just drag them, you don't have to do it one by one. Way easier, I was saying it already the first time. Also the fact that I can actually recreate the kitchen based on the floor plan, based on the colors, based on everything. Money-wise, this was the moment when I had to cheat. So you just type set money and then write there whatever amount you want. It's not the same as in The Sims and you can just continue. Also, I found this hack because you cannot slot the lights as I said, but if you will drag them down, you see exactly where they are, so then afterwards it's easier to adjust them. For your future build, maybe this small little hack might help you. As I was saying, I was also enjoying cluttering the space a lot. Like there is really plenty of clutters. I don't know if it's a novelty, maybe after building a lot of houses it will feel like it's all the time the same, so maybe it's not like that, but for me, building for the second time, it felt like, oh wow, there's so much. Also from the customization, it's not only the colors you can customize, you can also customize the materials, see? Love it! This was in The Sims 3. For some reason they put it away, I don't know why. I think it's an amazing feature. The fact that it's an early access you can really feel because there is not much activities you can really do. However, if you're into fitness, then there is plenty of gym equipment. If you would want to build yourself a gym, then I think you will be pleased. Next one is going to be a kids room, which I decorated with plenty of toys. There are also not many tapetes which are actually for the kids, so that's a shame. However, there is plenty of toys. There is also this big item which is supposed to be a shelf. I think it looks beautiful. However, from the kids rooms, it's also not many items you can really use. So I think after some time your builds will start to look the same unless they will add more items and more objects into the game. Since I didn't make it this far with my last build, I was enjoying plenty of objects which I haven't seen back then, as for example the showers and the bathtubs. I think they look amazing. In The Sims I was always thinking how to make them in this modern way. Here they are already directly automatically in an early access, so that's a good thing. What also is a little worse than with The Sims, you cannot really put the paint only on one wall. You need to go into the build mode, you need to use the separator for that, separate the section which you want to do, like I'm doing now, and then you can add the tapete or tiles or whatever you want only on that one room which you separated. Which, when you're building, I'm telling you, it's annoying to do it like this. I also like that the game has directly a washing machine. In The Sims you had a kit for that. So this is here already now. And I also love how every bed looks like in the game. because this bedspread which it has in The Sims, it's very rare. I don't know why that those beds have it. I just love it here, the small little detail. Also, these sticky notes, love it. As I said, when it comes to clutter, I think they spent the whole budget on that part, which maybe they could have spent for something else, as for example the pools or at least the ponds, because you cannot do neither from those. I tried, I didn't know because again, I didn't make it that far last time. I was not checking any reviews before, so I was really surprised that it's not there. I know with The Sims we also didn't have pools right away, but come on, it's 2026. I would expect the new game should have already basics like this. Also, obviously the game is not counting with the cars either, because there is no garage door even. I created it somehow with the arch, with the window, and then behind I put the curtain to somehow make it look like a garage. But there are no cars, there are no tools for the cars, so I don't know if this is even planned. I haven't seen it on the roadmap. Also, unfortunately, there is not much landscaping you can really do. The flowers or the bushes are really repetitive. And also I was trying with this terrain paint to make here a road that's also very difficult to do, because even though it's circle-ish, it's making straight lines and you have to be very precise to make it, because there is not just the square. So make an opinion of your own. Also, you cannot really make the sunk-in seating area how I tried here now. When I tried then going up and this bug happened again, all black, I was like, oh my god, is my work gonna be destroyed again? I tried again, for some reason it went back to normal by itself, so I don't know what is the logic there. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm just telling you, when you're building, you will get really frustrated with this game right now. So my honest opinion, after trying for second time, I would not spend money on this game right now. It has potential, but you would get frustrated if you are into building. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of the day and see you next time. Bye bye!